On A, 5 players lined up. Liquid looking to try and actively contest that space as FUT continue forward. It's even so far.
It's a complete forfeiture of this space from Liquid. Barrier mesh goes up for a moment. That's going to stop players flooding out from main. It's tree where they'll head. There is time to set up this post plant and get the spike down quite comfortably. But Liquid are already trying to interrupt this.
Oh, look at this, straight in, players getting tagged up. Kiko next on the kill feed. That's combining the last two remaining players for FUT and Tree. An advantage for Liquid to work with to send the pistol round home. They'll get the first one on Lotus.
Again, we saw him do it a couple of times against mates. It can be a backbreaker, but you need to land both shots against the heavy shielded opponent. Serial surviving on 10 HP, and Camo locking down the A space. More fights for him to take. It seems not to be an issue right now.
You can see the intentions with FUT as well. They want to keep fighting. They want to be using this utility to set players up. Krax has found a little space. Imagine to get rid of Camo, but Serial's quick, ready for the trade.
Get stuck in the corner. He'll get taken down, and so it's only Mr. Fallen left. FUT not really achieving as much as they maybe would have liked in this round. Orb towards C. Other than that, Liquid showing how quick they are to react to any presence put towards A. You look at this composition with Zeus on the Jet, it is so reliant on those openers. But when you have, the Gravnet on cooldown now and all the extra utility, it feels oppressive even at the best of times. So Serial shutting things up, that's Liquid converting towards C, but it's only Serial there.
Needs to make sure he doesn't get caught out. He's just caught by his own utility, actually. So players try to make their way in, a lot of spam. Serial, he needs to try and hold on. A little bit of delay for the rest of Team Liquid to get into position, which they do.
Look at the barrier mesh as well, towards Bend. It's actually cutting off any players moving into position, so the spike is stuck. They're in the crosshairs of Liquid, and one by one they will be toppled. Krax finally finding some impact, but he's still got 3 more kills left to find to deny this bonus. And so Liquid will send it over the line with some comfortability. The amount of presence if he does just show face.
Oh, Kiko.
Straight in.
Yeah, he's caught here. No chance. And that's an upgrade for Zeus to work with. Not a player that you want to get that upgrade if you're a Team Liquid fan. Nats, I mean, he's getting put under extreme pressure. The rest of Team Liquid not in position really to support.
Immediate response with the ult though, and so that's going to allow Liquid to come flying back through. With the hinder landing onto Mr. Fallen, the salvos will confirm their target. 2 on 2, only the 1 upgrade on Zeus. He's got to be the man to do it all for them right now. But whether he leads with ACS globally or not, it is a team performance from Liquid on the way back through as the retake is successful. Towards the site as things stand, Liquid flooding in through the backside, looking to bury a couple bodies on the way. Kiko the first of them, but FUT responding in kind. Zeus helping support at a captain, and now with twice the player numbers, FUT are starting to look elsewhere. They fire off in unison, putting Patatek in a 1 versus 4. A recovery on the rifle round, looking ever more likely.
Patty was a player last week who was able to have highlight moments. Will not have it here, as FUT are quickly able to respond.
Through the revolving door, as you can see, there are 4 Liquid bodies on B, but they can't support Nats, and so he has to give the site up.
Spike a little bit delayed getting on towards this site. Could still be a fake, but Yetiji's just walked straight in towards a kill trap, and now the Nightfall invested, doubling down right now.
I mean, look at the disconnect. Mr. Fallen's not even on the scene just yet.
Well, we're even going to get an annihilation in. Liquid, spot on with the ultimates, spot on with the kills. Everything looks good. It looks great for a round 5 for Team Liquid.
Zeus caught in Serial's one. Could very quickly come under fire if he's not supported by a Liquid reaction.
Down allows the cross towards Hobbit. There is a sound sensor to work with, and it will activate, buying some time. Camo's come straight in, finding 3. The players in B main tried to escape, but they only escape into the forever box. It's an end zone flawless for Team Liquid.
That's a fantastic reaction. A trap play prepared from minute 1. Camo holding on to the waylay ult. As soon as that cam hits a player, they're going to pull the pin.
Well, here it is, thrown straight into the mix. attacks, and Yetishi has no way of escaping. Does FUT. The three players looking to re-engage, and still, though, look at this. Team Liquid out cleanly, and they're 2 to the good.
The spacing of the ults has been brilliant from Liquid. They do still have Kikos left here if you perhaps wanted to go check what the post-plant positions look like on B, but FUT are walking into an empty site. Liquid happy to give this one away, play with the numbers, and trade effectively. FUT need to take space if they want to give themselves any chance at recovering this.
Perhaps get one back in their favour.
You can't play on the site.
There's loads of players that are elsewhere, isolated. Camo, though, isolates one onto Mr. Fallen and gets another onto Atta Captain. Team Liquid.
Serial has his signature back up, the grab net in his hands. It's going to be a direct A execution, which we look for. Zeus, so many times reliant for FUT to come up with the goods, and he'll finally deliver, but it's only one.
It's only one, and Kiko straight back in, and Team Liquid holding on to the advantage. Patty close by, FUT stuck towards the front of sight, stunned up. Kiko can't make good of his chance. Can Patty? No, he can't. Now, Serial into the mix, trying to find something. Nash does it instead! A 3K out of nowhere! Ultimates, and we're getting towards that latter stage of the first half where they're going to realistically need to be used now or in the next round. Utility through. The A fight seems to be equal right now, although Camo's not done.
Huge kill for him because the refract is back up, so if he wants to keep getting aggressive, he can. Instead, Liquid are having bodies dropped on their doorstep, still warm. As Krax has managed to loosen Patatek's grip on the A site hold, it's onto Camo to do it all.
Cat needs to get something there, it's not going to work out. This is a 2v2 though. That's a rifle upgrade. This is not looking good.
And both initiators have their ultimates, so if you want to respond to any initial contact, you could! It's Nats again! And Kiko, the smoker from the big smoke, sending it home.
I mean,
that was my job.
Although Team Liquid have went and cleared out B main, being proactive. They've done this the past couple of rounds. We saw them get a pick in the last one. This time round, they've just poked their head out, cleared it, and FUT have scaled all the way up on A in the meantime.
Look at the setup. It is traps towards backside, so Nats is ready for these duels. Beyond the cage, he's dropped in and spotted. Zeus knows about it. It's about to go down.
Oh, this is a really nice Armageddon. It's just spot space. There's so much utility back and forward.
Voice line up, the voice line.
Yeah.
Spike down A.
But it's Liquid when the dust settles that pick up all the pieces. They've managed to deny all that space from FUT. I mean, it was the Armageddon which has done the heavy lifting, and so back to B they go. It's another 4v2. This time, I want to see them take some ground. You can't sit idle, or Liquid will make this 11.
But Yetishi is watching towards heaven. At the same time, Camo's walked in towards Waterfall.
Big 1 versus 1 in that position. Atta Captain needs to do something here to give FUT any kind of a platform. The infallible form that they previously posted is looking like a completely different conversation today. Atta Captain, first of those kills. Yetishi in support, but it's Serial at the death as he starts to write out FUT's own obituary.
Make good of that this time round. Sure, they only had to play a couple, right, to finish out the map, but you get the idea.
Zeus will have to siphon powers from the skies above, and it starts in the worst way possible. Instead, Camo's the lightning rod as the electricity flows through his veins, taking all power for himself. It's a 4-kill opener with Serial shutting it down. The pistol over in an instant as it's an in-zone flawless.
And the amount of bodies there.
No point saving any credits. Camo right out the gate, another kill added to the tally. Heads starting to roll as FUT have fallen well short of the mark here. They trail in players, in rounds, in bloody everything right now.
I mean, on the defense, where do you even try and go, right? Where do you even try and find something back in the conversation?
Looks like it might be into the Outlaw. Mr. Fallen, at the very least, has the cam towards C and also the trapwire to play off. So there is information towards the other side of the map. If you have any hope of FUT finding this one, it is coming from a hero play. And As Mr. Fallen gets his fault line back up, it's a full utility belt to try and challenge. Can't wait for Yetajay. Has to take matters into his own hands, the captain.
Up close and personal. Camo was already low. Disengages to get the reload off. As the players walk forward, they'll collect another. The last player remains for FUT is Yetajay.
Coming back from Masters, Liquid, having played more rounds than any other team in the region, only just shy of the 2 finalists from Bangkok. But as that development process continues, it seems like they've found another winner. 13-1 on Lotus, a dominant display as Liquid look to return to form. That drops in. Would have been heard by Nats on the way over towards A.
The fact that FUT have re-cleared that question mark in mid, now they can start to lean heavier towards one of the sides. It's going to be A. And while Krax is standing the test that Team Liquid put forward, an advantage with Spike down on the ground. How do Team Liquid try and rescue this from the grasp of FUT? It seems like it should be Kiko to do it. Spike on the ground picked up.
It's only going to go for a tap, trying to bait FUT back in. They don't have any extra utility to challenge him with here, but he does have a nade for a little more space.
So if he can even get a chance to use it, it looks like it's going to come down to the gunfight. Both players looking to swing and win out the pistol. FUT need to be more active, holding on to these angles, and well, Team Liquid looking to send it in, although they've not thought about Zeus playing from Mail. Looking to try and post this one home, but instead picks up a rifle. The players don't know about his position, and Kiko walks straight into his arms. 2 entry kills for FUT.
It's constant layering of control utility in mid as well, which is keeping Liquid at arm's length as Nats just still can't find a single kill here.
It's the awareness that Liquid keep getting caught off guard by, right? Like not noticing positions that FUT could have potentially crossed to, caught off guard by off angles.
That's exactly what you're looking to try and bring to the bonus round. Some direction, something which we've complimented Liquid on before. Instant Cloud goes down. It's the dark cover that comes back up from Captain.
Locked all the way up by the wall, and Patitech, one of the few rifles, has managed to find cracks. Yetajay, though, fills back in the space, using their own wall to try and get onto the angle, which they'll be able to use. Now Nats moves in, Yetajay under fire. He's got 2, but giving away rifles to Team Liquid in which they can work with.
Such a big round to turn the odds in their favor. A costly conversion if they're able to do it, and Camo will add to that. Captain scurrying through ramp. Those steps should have been heard, and so Serial will ferry precious cargo over previously troubled waters, now cleared up, and Camo recollecting a rifle as well. Everyone supported, and the orb picked up just to min-max things a little further.
Audibles have been heard, that's why Camo repositioned. Kiko holding the crossfire. Worried about CT, where Captain could have went, and well, Kiko will send this one home. Use the sky to go and clear out any space that they're worried about players to be in. Straight into the site, Kiko gets the first.
It's with the showstopper as well, so counts for nothing there as Nat crosses the threshold. It's Captain with 2 back. A 3 versus 2 situation. It favors Liquid for now.
A spike plan and the position it is in default. I mean, Team Liquid have to play on the site.
Looking to try and fight towards Garden as well. It's Kiko first contact, and Patitech falling back to the pillar. Nat curious of the potential flank coming in. Kiko locking things down, and Nat getting himself yet another. That'll make it 1,501. Took him a few rounds, but he got there in the end. That, but it's cut short, of course. There's a game at hand and already into Garage.
A gift.
FUT will go. Cracks in the corner. He has a way to get out, but Zeus does as well. Here's a little easier. Kiko with the punish. Camo in behind. Liquid arriving on the B site. There's still bodies here, but they're just the next ones on the chopping block. Yetajay holds, but not for long enough. And so the party is back on. Liquid in the house.
Who's next?
Try to take a couple steps forward. Could they be put back another in the process? Liquid on the offensive. This one, the gun round. It's a dimensional drift from Camo that puts him right in front of the rest. And with the combo utility, he'll take backside control.
Team Liquid looking to back up. backfill the space that was created. His FUT immediately to fight back. An advantage in which they can trade down from. Team Liquid making their way on and doing well, or so you thought. FUT straight back into this one as the answer, Liquid's 3 in a row.
Mr. Fallen has just let the dogs out, man, the whole zoo.
Would have seen the Fade Prowler and the TP, but they decided to cancel it. No, straight in. I mean, it looks like FUT are just going to miss their opportunity here, although Zeus does get Camo.
And while Camo is dead, it means that Krax is actually able to just hold on to this space himself, someone that we so often see on an initiator. Now free roam on the duelist and locking Liquid in to the B tower. Up into the apartment block they go with the intent to hit the site.
It's whether you're locked in with Liquid or FUT's the one that's locked in, and it looks like it's going to be FUT that's caught. Liquid now looking to continue forward. A Viper's Pit deep in as just tries to go and catch a player off guard, which does not work out. Krax now has to try and clutch up a 1 versus 3.
You're looking for Nats here if you can find him. I mean, players are low. The nade would have been nice. There's a star on the spike, and you're out of options if your name is Krax.
Yeah, I mean...
How is he still alive?
I don't know. The fact he's decayed all the way down, it should be so easy to collect. And
Dog is doing God's work at just clearing out middle. This is why you pick the Sky. You want the info. Yetajay gets it through a face check. And it's a rough procedure that he goes through. Scarred as he drops back. Zeus holding on to heaven. And that's where FUT hold on to hope. I mean, look at how late this attacking rotation is through middle.
Looking to maybe have an ace up the sleeve later into the round, but so other Team Liquid can actually hold on to the site in the meantime.
Yeah, and FUT just haven't read the situation, so they're slow to re-engage themselves. This double-pronged backstab prepared, hovering above their shoulder blades, whether they know it or not. Atacount getting another kill in the time being, and so now the penny drops, and as Zeus swivels his head, he drops to the ground as he's filled with lead. Patatek one back, and now there's really a chance, but the defuse coming in, Serial buying time, smoke to deny visual. It's a hit and hope, and those shots in the dark simply won't land. FUT restoring their lead in the rifle buy and clearing towards Garage. FUT, as much as they have an affiliation with the Fade, less tools to work with now as there is the Sky and the comp, and they've not got the info.
Team Liquid running out of time. They need to commit to something, and it looks like it's the B side. A player in towards Rafters, found out, Serial gets that pick. Still though, Mr. Fallen's coming in late. He could get the perfect timing right now, and Liquid haven't thought about it. Activated at the right time. Still though, they keep their head even. 3-3 right now.
Seeker's coming out, but no capitalization. Only Mr. Fallen there. Zeus finally following it up, but a 2-on-2 situation, and the rotation only coming in now.
You look at to where Patatek's going, he's escaped in towards CT. Something to work with as FUT come into the site. A 2 versus 1 where Camo needs to stand tall and does so. Yetajay still holding on to heaven, but as Patatek comes in, Camo clears it out, and we are still neck and neck.
Down on this A-hold, they have 3 players here ready to fight.
Yeah, well, you look at Liquid, they've got 5 and they're ready to send it forward with all the ultimates that they have in pocket. Don't account for Yetajay playing in the corner, and Camo so deep. To FUT think about elbow? Well, they do now. After the players walk in, out of nowhere, it will be 6-6 at the half.
And it is a strong recovery. Liquid on their defender's side against Gentlemates last time, they really struggled to get proactive and clear together. Group up in the latter stages of the round, and with 30 seconds gone, it's still looking all too individual. Kiko, what can you do?
Looking to play anti-flash. The flash comes through, the players don't look. Kiko with the perfect timing. It goes even all across the board.
The reason why we maybe don't see the Sky too often is so easily countered. Kiko well read, and Camo following through.
I mean, Spike noted you heard the sound cue coming through, but Camo's thinking about another peek. Flash in hand, it comes out, the players both come through. And look at that Serial out of nowhere.
A different man with every passing day.
How many times are FUT gonna fall foul to that position?
Oh, it's a mid-fight early. Zeus and Camo locking horns. Zeus getting the better of him, but rifle back to Nats, so no harm, no foul as far as he's concerned. A chance to add a couple kills more to the tally. He'll do it, signing off on the death waiver of Mr. Fallen. As Liquid have leverage in this area of the map right now.
Although, FUT now, as they start to head towards a Liquid, both players, both site anchors towards this side are playing more passive towards the back. They realistically won't get a first engagement.
And that's where we saw a masterclass from Na'Vi on their defender side yesterday.
Yes.
In these situations, playing super passive, just inviting the space, playing for that retake as the defenders as a group. And something else, just getting the elbow cross. That's what Serial's going to do. Boxed in with the gravity well. But he can't capitalize, and so Patty's only got a ghost. His work's cut out for him. What are you going to do? Just fall to the ground. Very bodied in the back sight. And now FUT have the advantage.
Advantage of time. Liquid, they don't have the advantage of weaponry though.
That's with the rifle in hand. Kiko with a satchel. A chance for him to close the gap, and if the captain can capitalize, then that's your way back through. This avenue currently guarded by just one, but it's Ada Captain that stands as the gatekeeper. FUT holding the line and bringing us right back within just the round. Another rifle round as well. And Liquid are on their last few pennies, so this one has to stick. Nats doesn't need the rest of his team. Zeus, again, a player who just goes straight in and fights on his lonesome. With a TP, he'd feel safe, but no rendezvous required. It's Camo that backtracks after finding Yetajay and putting them up by 2 players. They couldn't convert from this position last time. Can they do it here?
Sure, Nats will be telling the boys to be playing together. TP in towards CT. Kiko would have heard this and he knows, spot on, there you go. Last 2 remaining for FUT, go in towards heaven.
And now it's a 5-on-2, and those weapons are hot if you're Liquid.
Ready and raring to go. That seize doesn't quite catch Mr. Fallen, although thought he was well within the circumference.
Sure what utility Patitech had, but wasn't able to fall back on it. Instead, the support of the site players is all that he needs. But no real follow-up from it, and so they're still on square one in terms of space. That's where Liquid want to re-engage back towards the Sheriffs, and the showstopper, the perfect counter. Patitech guarding this smoke with his life as they jump into the crosshair. It's only 1 kill. Kiko, a couple back though, and that should put a bow on it for now. Double digits, ready and waiting. So long as Yetajay doesn't have anything to steal the show. For those players currently clamoring through CT. Camo is onto the site early doors. Dimensional Drift has revealed Mr. Fallen is caught. It's heaven that you've got to be concerned of if you're FUT right now. Those are where the player numbers lie and may well go dead and buried. Kiko Camo, 1-2 punch. Double duelist getting double the action. Liquid currently in front by just a man, but that's very quickly settled as Nats has found himself up in the bird's nest, securing that spike defusal. While Zeus will walk away with a kill.
Definitely don't, and we've seen him come up before. Needs to come up with a good here.
It's so cheeky from Nads, and it goes completely unpunished, and as FUT continue to bang their head against the wall, Liquid do make concessions, playing from backside. I mean, Nads gives himself up in the situation as Cracked lands the showstopper. Both players blind by their own team's flash. Kiko gets nothing. Liquid don't get bounced back until Patitech hits the scene. 2-on-2, and it's Serial to take the next step. 1 versus 1, Yeti round the corner, and he lands the killing blow. Exactly where it will go. Trying to counter what Liquid were doing, but they're taking the fight into their own hands.
Yeah, they are. They've completely taken the space for themselves as FUT get the initial fight and win out on B. As a captain, though, he's under fire. No way to really escape. Zeus there to bail him out and gets 2.
Liquid lowered to lesser weapons after the previous defender economy, frail as ever. So Patitech coming back into this one with a Bucky, but it's such a big round to win if you're FUT, just to keep themselves moving forwards 1 step at a time. In the round, when you enter that second phase where Liquid now need to be searching for some information a little bit more proactively because the setup does have gaps. Patitech is aware of the walk that Zeus is taking towards spawn.
Oh no. I mean, Patitech being brought to 10 HP. You've got to be looking at Camo here. Can he stand the test that FUT's about to push forward?
FUT now calling the cavalry over.
30
The A
seconds left.
onslaught begins with Camo caught at the back of sight. Kiko helping support. It's a layup for the slam dunk as Camo has found himself another triple kill.
He has been a real highlight for Team Liquid.
Material on an off
up
angle,
to-
a deep angle, but he goes back in.
Oh, brilliant timing from Serial. And if
gets
they
the
need
reward.
it, showstoppers there to be used.
There is, and this is where Liquid will then look for that set retake. I mean, right now I've got to be focusing on that to invent. He sits right in the middle of a couple of FUT players, whether they know it or not. It's Mr. Fallen that will go down, and now warning signs for them as they'll look to set up on B.
Now, it looks like Team Liquid are in position to send this one home in a 2-0 fashion. 5 players standing there. Yetiji looking to play upset as the ultimates come in. Ata Captain can't stand the test. Now, a 1 versus 4, which he'll have to try and clutch up. Yetiji won't be able to do it, and Team Liquid will send this one home 2-0.
The floodgates open, and while that second map from Liquid a little more laboured, this 2-0 win makes the group a lot more hotly contested.